Language-based approach is one of the methods of teaching literature in English that use literary text for the specific drills designed to build the language's skills rather than focusing on the literary skills. According to Carter 1998, the language-based approach helps learners to focus attention on the ways as how the language is used. Lazar 1993 stated that teachers should use literary text as a resource for language practice through a series of language activities rather than studying literature for the purpose of acquiring facts and information. It also helped learners to assess a text in a methodical and systematic manner in order to illustrate particular linguistic elements. It focuses students' attention on the way language is used, encourages them to infer meaning, and raises their overall understanding of the English language.
Now, what are the strengths of language-based approach? First, it improves students' language proficiency and incorporates literature and language skills among the students. Learners can improve their language proficiency by using literature as a resource in language learning. Detailed analysis of the language of the literary text will help learners make meaningful interpretations of the literary text, and at the same time, it will also increase their general awareness and understanding of the English language. Second, according to Carter 1988, it helps learners to focus their attention on the ways as to how the language is used. This can be done with a list of linguistic strategies used in language teaching, which all take part of the EFL activities used by teachers to deconstruct literary texts in order to meet specific linguistic goals.
It is said that this approach is closely related to the language model. This is according to Carter and Long 1991. With this being said, one could infer that in language-based approach, the main goal is to stimulate the language competence of the readers, so they are mainly exposed to the literary text to learn the target language. While it is true that this approach can develop the skills in oral and literacy of the students, as well as their familiarity of linguistic features, this approach is also criticized for various reasons. First, language-based approach makes reading mechanical, scientific, and thorough. It is because instead of savoring the delight catered by the text itself, the readers will be anxious in grasping the technicalities of grammar or language. Next, this approach does not inspire imaginative interpretation of the text's context for the reason that the historical or cultural background of the text aren't given the same focus with the language acquisition. Also, in this approach, language development is hampered, especially if the students lack understanding of the language. This also demands from the students to double their efforts in utilizing the language creatively, and since reading in this approach is so mechanistic and technical, reading pleasure and enjoyment is not promoted by language exercise.
So as you see, there are three places for others to discuss, and you will work in pair to discuss and ask and answer with your friends some questions about where we should bring when you go on holiday. Alright? So two of you one group, two of you, and then two of you. Okay, and the time is over. So any best volunteer? So who in my place?
Teacher, and we choose the contest number 3.
Number 3. Okay, so go ahead.
Hi there, what are you doing? Well, I'm packing for my vacation, but you think I should take one with me? It depends on where you are going. Well, I'm going to Thailand. Thailand? Yeah. That sounds great. I think you should to take your sunscreen and bikini if you want to go to the beach. Good idea. What else? Besides some basic things, I think that you should to take your credit card, not helpful also. Thank you very much.
Thank you both of you. So give a big thanks for explaining.
In the short demonstration video, the teacher applied the language-based approach by doing an activity that emphasizes awareness of the language of literature that helps the language learners acquire the basic steps in learning a language. The teacher asked the students to grab a pair and make a short dialogue about what to do when going on a vacation. The dialogue must be spoken in front of the class. By doing this activity, it approaches students' responses and their experience with literature.